Charlie, one game to go of the regular season, obviously playoffs to come. How did Gloucester approach this?
I think, it's a game. We have to approach it the same as any other game. I mean, it might not have significance in terms of the table. Obviously, our place in the top four is cemented. But what we're trying to do now is obviously build up momentum going into a really important game against Saracens. So we can't neglect the fact we can't look at this game as dead rubber. There's lots of competition. People will be playing for places for that semi-final game. So I expect whoever's selected, will go up there and try and put their best foot forward, and we'll certainly be going up there to try and win. Yeah,
going into that semi-final with a win at Sale, actually that could be perfect preparation, couldn't it?
Yeah, obviously it'd be nice, going in off the back of a win. But what we want is a good performance. We just want to carry some momentum going into that. And like I said before, it might not have any significance for us in terms of the table, but there's still obviously lots of things for us to play for.
And Sale, like Sarries or Exeter, I suppose you could still mathematically face them. Sale, a very difficult place to go and win.
It is, yeah. We obviously haven't had a great record up there. I imagine they'll be fighting for the top 6 spots, I believe. So obviously their motivations will be different to our own. But we can't let emotion get in the way of it. We've got to be clinical. We've got to go up there and put in a good performance.
They've got a big pack. They fight. They compete very well for the ball at the breakdown, and they've also got some very dangerous backs, haven't they? How do you rate the Denny Solomonas of the world?
Yeah, they've got quality all over the park. I mean, probably one of the games that stands out in my mind the most in terms of the hurt was the loss that we had to them at Kingsholm, right at a time when we were going well, and Sale came down and they bullied us, quite frankly, on our own patch, and that was a tough one to swallow. So we know what they're all about. We know they've got quality all over the pitch, but like I said, we've just got to go up there and focus on our own performance.
What is the secret to not being bullied? I suppose it's to bully them, isn't it? Is it as simple as that?
I think it's more. It just comes down to that physicality and that physical battle, and that was probably something we lost when we faced them last time. They've got lots of threats around the ball, and they're able to obviously disrupt your breakdown. But against any team, you have to win that physical confrontation and that battle of the gain line, and we definitely came out second best when we played in Kingsholm, so we'll have to make sure that doesn't happen again this weekend.
If they're involved, it would be 200th Premiership games for both Danny Cipriani and Matt Bannahan. Obviously most of those have been away from here, but how useful has their level of experience coming into that back division alongside the likes of yourself been for Gloucester this season?
Yeah, I think we've actually, some of the back lines we've put out this year, we were having a bit of a joke about it because there wasn't anyone under 28. I think at one stage we had quite a seasoned back line, so it's good to obviously have that balance of youth and experience across the team, and obviously those are two guys who've come in, and obviously Danny's been a massive attacking threat for us, and has driven that, and he's obviously won all the awards this year, and rightly so. But then someone like Banners has come in, and I was talking to him in the change rooms the other day. I think he's the only position he hasn't played. I think he's done 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think 12 is the only position. So he's nearly got his 5 shirts, because he got 5 shirts for Bath last year, and just obviously that versatility, that ability for him to play all across the back line. And the experience he brings, having someone like that in your back line is a massive asset.
Bizarrely, you could actually see him on the crash ball inside centre, couldn't you?
Well, he's featured. Whether he was there at one stage he's at some stage in the season he's had to go to all those positions, but I think he's got 3 or 4 of the starting shirts already. So yeah, he's certainly been good for us in terms of that ability to cover the whole back line.
And for you, someone who's been here a long time, the hunger at this stage of the season to be, having this sort of an end to a season, just how refreshing and re-energising is that?
Yeah, it's nice to get to this stage in the season, and obviously have some big games to play in terms of the Premiership. Obviously the last few years we've had some of the European games to compete in, but obviously the playoffs isn't something we've been involved in since 2011, I think, which was again away at Saracens, so it could could be a repeat of that. Hopefully, it will be a different result. But it's the reason we play the game. We want to play in finals. We want to be competing to win the Premiership, and you can't do that unless you put yourself in the position that we've done. So all that hard work that's gone on from September, we've put ourselves in the right place. But I guess the even harder bit now is getting the job done and getting over the finish line. But at least we're in a position to be able to do that.